Okay, so I had multiple tabs open, so then it like
Yeah.
sounded
Oh
super
my
weird.
God.
Okay, I changed it back on. I put it back on now. We're good. We're good. what a good first episode.
Just start over.
man.
Well, let me address all of our 0 viewers at the current moment. Okay.
Just start over. Yo, I
Say-
can't hear
say-
fam.
Really? Fam talk.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, I can't hear him.
Well, fam, you gotta change your mic volume. Put it up, bro. Put that shit up, man.
Yeah. I can hear him.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all.
Maybe you're just dumb, Kareem.
Bro,
Alright.
I could hear everyone clearly.
Well, maybe
except
you
for
should
Fam.
like actually just hear.
Kareem, maybe you're just dumb.
Yeah.
And
Yo, hold up.
No, I don't want to. So,
What's your
oh
Excellent.
my god, figuring it out on stream. This is it, Kareem. You're doing a good job, okay?
I could hear, dude. I could hear Eric clearly.
Yeah.
what
We
a
can-
great episode.
Kareem is like
Yeah, what?
retarded, so it's fine.
Let's just get it off, bro. Let's just-
Alright, okay. Now I hear Alex.
Now I hear Alex.
Wow. I know.
All right, so to all of our 0 viewers, this is the late night hour where 4 semi-educated people give their unwanted opinions and talk about random stuff. So, how's everyone doing tonight?
I would even say semi,
I-
but
Yeah, I feel like just not.
All right, so 4 non-educated individuals.
Alright, hi, I'm Kareem.
Shut
The
the
important
shut up.
one.
No, you're actually dumb.
shut up,
Yeah,
dude.
you're so dumb. All right, well.
I'm
You
kidding.
know where I'm at right now.
Please introduce yourself. The chosen one.
I'm literally Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Okay.
Didn't
just
you have
said
a you had a
important
story
one.
or something, right, Alex?
Yeah, just start off. Let's start that off.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh yeah.
there's this dude named Pontius Pilate. He's kind of being a really
Oh,
His-
I
wait,
see where you're going here.
His name is
Like,
his name is
you're
what?
trying to make a joke about the story of Jesus in confusion of the story you're gonna tell us earlier. I get it. That's funny.
classic.
What's your story, dude?
About what? Oh, about okay. So I was at Starbucks today, and
Uh-huh.
this girl just literally came up to me randomly, like I didn't even know who she was, and she just like handed me a chocolate bar, and she was like, you're worth 100 grand. And I'm like,
That's really cute.
thank you.
You're worth how much?
100 grand, and I was like, that's a
It's
really
because
arbitrary-
she gave him 100 grand.
Yeah, she gave me a
I'll-
100 grand like candy bar, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, thank you.
How old do you think she looked like?
Was she?
Like,
Yeah.
probably our age.
Oh,
like, low-key
do you think she was
our
like
age.
trying to get your number or what?
I'm
Most
pretty
definitely.
sure
Most
I
definitely.
don't think
Okay.
she was
so.
just trying to make someone's day.
Yeah, I think
she
that's
she like looked at you. She was like,
Picture
I need to take pity on this guy. She was,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
This guy's like
This
This guy-
I was like, God, this guy is
Yeah,
so
bro.
why does he
This
look
guy-
so
depressed,
lonely?
bro. she's like, God, what a freaking loser.
Probably just went to the store to get that 100 grand just for you.
Yeah,
I know. She's like,
Yeah, she's like,
literally,
dude, this guy pulls up here to this function every single day, and
he has
He
no
looks
friends,
miserable.
and he has absolutely no
Hates
friends.
his life.
Oh no!
Oh goodness.
How's your day, Alex? What'd you
stop.
do? Raya.
Me,
Yeah.
dude, I was with you the whole freaking day.
Yeah. Well, that.
We went to school, you know, typical day at school.
Hey, so.
Hey, so today,
I Kareem. How about you, buddy?
So anyway,
1994. I'm not really bad. I can't do that deep voice.
How-
Dude,
You do anything cool today,
I can't
Kareem?
imagine how much coke.
Kareem, did you
and,
do anything cool
cigarettes you
today?
have to smoke? No, I didn't.
Okay.
Jesus
I
Christ.
didn't go to school today. I didn't go to school today. I didn't bother.
Little hooky, little hooky.
Nice. That's a good one.
Nice. That's a really
Okay.
great one.
Well,
Really
I
good.
stayed in the cave, you know,
I
like
think
allegory of the cave, and I was just like, man,
Story of the
wanna
cave, eh?
Oedipus,
Yeah,
Oedipus
behind,
complex.
there's the
though?
fire behind
But
me.
Oedipus
Yo,
complex.
screw that fire behind you.
So 2020 elections are coming up, and Andrew Yang,
Yeah.
prominent figure.
I
So
mean, he's not that prominent.
he's pretty.
Is he though?
Is he?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he is. He is.
All right.
He is.
Someone give me the
Honestly-
rundown because I actually don't know much. I know he has that universal income thing, but that's it.
So,
So someone give me the rundown.
Yeah.
It's called the freedom dividend.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Give me
Dividend.
someone give me the rundown on his political
so
plan.
basically, he used to, like he's the like at first he was projected to be like one of like the really lower end candidates who's running for the Democratic election, but now that like
The internet.
all
The
the
internet
polls,
happened.
like he's
Now that
going
Joe Rogan.
right. He's going to like a bunch of like conferences around the United States, and people are really starting to like his plan about how he sees that it's not like Mexicans or immigrants taking our jobs. It's automation. It's like how the tech industry is automating a bunch of fields, and that's how people are losing their jobs. So he wants to give out like what he calls a freedom dividend, which is $1,000 a month to every United States citizen, and basically like his plan is to help alleviate like that like basically inevitable process of an automation, which helps alleviate like the economic recession that we're headed in. And like upon that, he has like other plans for like I know his healthcare plan is like he wants to make a universal rate for like prescription drugs for everyone, so prescription drugs are more affordable and they're not based off of what the pharmaceutical companies make it to be. And other than that, I think he also wants to like although I don't really agree with it, he's wanting to tax the like huge like tech companies such as Amazon and Google, and that's his plan to help pay for the freedom dividend.
Does he like? Did he
So
talk
that's
about
basically-
like any foreign policy or anything though, or no? Is it just domestic?
Okay, because basically like what he's running on is his freedom dividend. So like,
Yeah, that's like his old platform.
yeah, from what like from the interview that I saw with who was it
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro.
The Sunday
Yeah,
special.
yeah. He
Right,
actually
Sunday special.
went on the Ben Shapiro show. Yeah.
Like the interview with Ben Shapiro, he was basically Ben Shapiro was just asking him about like his
Yeah.
plan, nothing major on like foreign affairs, more just like what his platform is all based on, and like
Yeah, mostly the freedom dividend because that's
Yeah.
the wildest
I think-
part of his campaign.
I think some of the Democrats are like anti-war. You know Tulsi Gabbard? She's like
Who's the
very
Tulsi
anti-war.
Gabbard?
She's one of the Democratic nominees, but she I think she dropped out of the race, or she wasn't called up again for the third Democratic debate.
She was not called up.
Yeah, she wasn't called up because like she didn't get enough like votes.
Do you
Or,
guys think
the
like
polls.
it's viable though? His $1,000.
No, I don't. I don't know if it will even get passed.
No, man. I really, yeah.
Okay, but
I don't-
even if it
I don't
get
know if
like,
people get
is it
he keeps
viable?
on mentioning Alaska, right? But the
Yeah.
What does he want to do with
population of
Alaska?
No, he's using Alaska as
As
an
an
example
yeah.
of a UBI because they have a UBI
Oh,
there.
because they give you like money to live there because
They
have
literally
places-
give you
living
money
in-
there.
Yeah, because
Alaska,
they have
live
no
here?
one wants to live in
Alright.
Alaska.
what is that paid
Yeah.
for? Is there like does he bring that point up or no? Just nobody knows.
What?
Like what do they pay? Like what money? Where do they get the money for like
I think
the
it's like it's
Alaska
like,
stipends?
like around 1,500, I think. He said
No, I'm
he
not.
said-
I'm not sure where they get the money from.
like,
Mm.
No, he said like it's state or not, it's not state, it's federal given money. So like it's like
Okay.
I think it's either
Yeah.
a grant. It's either a grant or
Oh,
like,
right. Yeah.
like exchange.
Yeah, it is federal given
like
money.
it's like free money that the government gives Alaska for Alaska to basically populate its state. And like I think it's around like 1,500 a month, I believe.
Damn.
Wow.
1,500.
A month?
But yeah, when Andrew Yang was talking with Ben Shapiro about like the numbers and how the freedom dividend would work and like how the economic side of it would work out, he was saying that like he was using Alaska as an example for like his model state of like for the freedom dividend, but like it was more of like how like taxing, like increasing the tax bracket on like the upper and middle class actually help pay for these like the freedom dividend. But I'm a little skeptical on like how the monies will be distributed like among like
Isn't it just above anyone that's above 18 years?
yeah, the
Yeah,
thing is like the thing is
That's like 3 trillion a year.
Is it
I,
really?
like, I'm
Yeah.
yeah, something
What
around
the-
like that.
Isn't our national
like-
deficit like the entire planet's economy?
Basically.
So what about that?
Like
Yeah, no, but he has plans for getting money.
yeah,
So that doesn't
Tax the
happen.
middle class and the rich.
but the thing
Yeah,
is,
I don't know about that one. I'm be real.
Yeah.
I don't know about like I feel like the numbers that he worked out were like pretty sound, and like as he was explaining it, he sounded pretty confident in his plan.
I mean,
but-
he has to sound.
But if he didn't sound
Yeah.
confident, then we'd have a whole new issue.
That's his
doesn't
whole
know what's
platform.
Yeah,
If that
yeah.
platform crumbles, he's over.
the thing is, like, there was a debate topic about this a long time ago, saying that it was exactly this: like, should the United States implement a UBI? And one topic that was really popular was that, like, if the United States implemented UBI today, like right at this moment, what happens to like the Social Security network? Like, the Social
Yeah.
Security,
Would it replace? Will it replace
like,
it?
yeah, like what's
What about the
gonna
funds
happen?
that are
I mean,
already in
eventually
it, though?
diminishes.
I guess it's like a more of like a libertarian approach because like he's giving you
Yeah,
money. He's like,
no, it
do
is.
whatever-
It really is.
do whatever you
It's like,
want.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's like the problem. What I have with it is like I don't really trust people. Like, you
Well,
know,
dude, I
especially
think
people-
at a certain point you'll come to the realization if you keep on using your $1,000 a month for
Yeah,
drugs.
but it shouldn't be like
I
a
don't
realization.
know.
It should be like you should use this money for good. It
I
should
mean,
be, like,
obviously you should
after, like, a
already
while.
know, but addiction is addiction. And at one point, you're gonna realize if I'm getting $1,000 a month, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you just have to have faith in people that
Yeah.
Okay.
at a certain point, at a certain month, they're gonna be like, "Damn, maybe I shouldn't do heroin every single month."
Yo, bro.
Maybe
think so,
we
maybe.
should stop cocaine abuse. Just
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe
Yo, this is
DMT is
not-
not the move.
Okay.
Yo, it's
Maybe
fine if you
no,
just do it
DMT
once in a
is
while.
definitely the move. DMT
Yeah, you
was
know?
definitely.
But
You know,
what?
just fuck a little
What
DMT.
about,
Here and
like,
there.
But
The
DMT, you just
Okay.
use it once, just for like the experience, you know.
I just wanted to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
What about the tech companies that he
weekend?
wants to tax? Because I understand he wants to tax Amazon. He wants to tax like the big corps that don't really that like find the loopholes in the taxes. What stops them from
Yeah.
moving? Is there an argument that stops them from moving?
Yeah. What if they move?
Yeah, that I'm not sure of, but
Yeah.
that's what I was questioning. If they tax them, if they actually like make sure that there's no loopholes, they probably just
They just-
move.
Yeah, they're
some
like,
of it.
oh man,
They
Finland
just-
looks like they have 4% federal tax. Let's go to Finland.
Yeah.
And then United States is
Yeah,
like,
the thing
oh,
is,
but
like,
we were just kidding, dude.
The thing is with like those huge tech companies like Amazon, Google, that's that. Though they do make a huge amount of like profit and
Yeah.
revenue, they reinvest it in themselves.
Yeah, they
Like,
reinvest in
that's-
themselves.
So
and then tax
like,
the tax the
Yeah,
deducti-
but that's what he
deductibles.
wants to tax, though, right? Like he wants to tax that part. Is my understanding? Right?
yeah, like
So
but
what's
the
but
thing
what stops them from moving to another place where they can just keep doing what they're doing right now?
is nothing like
Nothing can stop them.
honestly,
I
the
think.
laws, the laws of free market.
Yeah, it's a
capitalism.
private business. They can't.
Yeah, like
control
like if one country is gonna offer like less taxes, of course like that country's gonna that company's gonna move to that country. Like it's just a no brainer. So I'm actually curious to see how Andrew Yang is gonna deal with like how he's going to implement like the taxes he says he's gonna implement. Yet at the same time keep American companies on American soil.
Yeah. How about
man.
the other candidates?
I actually don't know any other candidates.
What other
Yo.
candidate? Let's get-
Like what do you call it? What do you call it? Bernie and
He's
Elizabeth
running
Warren.
again?
Like
Okay.
yeah.
So Captain
They don't
Socialist
seem
47.
like-
Dude, he's gonna die mid
I have a
election,
small
bro.
favor to ask
Yeah,
you.
they don't seem like likable people, you know?
Yeah.
They're like always like screaming and like just like always shouting and like in your face. Like I don't
Really? I thought
think-
Bernie was like Captain
Like,
Calm.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty likable. Yeah.
Okay.
I just love getting yelled at, scolded,
that brings
reprimanded.
that brings up a pretty good point. Like I was, not to bring up his like name over and over, but like I was watching one episode of like the Ben Shapiro like podcast, and he was saying that like though everyone in like the world is becoming more and more like liberal, like and like they're becoming more open-minded to new ideas, but there's a difference between like being liberal versus being left, right? And
Yeah.
it seems as
There's a
if
big
like
difference.
it seems as if people
Yeah.
are people who have like a more conservative mindset are like they're basically just like demonized, and they're basically stereotyped into this category of like, oh, you hate gays, you support guns.
No, really?
Right?
Nah, that
Like,
can't
yeah.
be it.
Like, you're part of the Bible Belt, and if
Yeah.
you're gay, you will condemn them on site. Like literally, like I
Yeah.
I can't
They're
tell.
just putting
you,
people
like,
in a
all
box.
conservatives should just leave the country, honestly,
Yeah.
because they're devil incarnate. My honest
They're treating them like in one group rather than treating people like as individuals. You know, like there's like
It's
all
so-
conservatives
it's
are the
so-
same.
No, yeah.
It's so funny because like it's like at like these Ben Shapiro like talk talk events where he goes like colleges,
Yeah,
a bunch of students just pull up to his talk event and just like start screaming at him for like
It's like the like Jordan
what are you
Peterson. You see like that
Literally
Jordan
Nazi.
Peterson?
literally that like what are you achieving right now?
while wearing his yarmulke.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I still don't understand like how people think he's a freaking Nazi. Like what?
I mean,
Well, it's kind of clear, honestly. He's a conservative, so.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like,
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
what do the other
What do we-
presidential candidates like? What are they even bringing to the table? Because I have heard nothing about
they're
any
all
of
the
any
same.
of
A lot of them are the
these.
same.
Free college.
A lot of them-
Yeah.
Free healthcare
They
to
push, like,
illegal
Okay,
immigrants.
so unviable and
undocumented.
unviable and unviable.
Yeah, I know.
New Deal.
But that's like what's being pushed.
Okay,
Yeah, because people want to see something new. People want to see something
So, like-
innovative.
Like, oh, free college?
what are like top 3 candidates from the Democratic side?
It's probably
so-
Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, and Joe Biden.
All right, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Is he
He's
bad?
old.
Is he like
He's
a
sleepy.
poor
Green
candidate?
dinosaur.
Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Republican side, what is going on there?
It's just Trump.
Dude, I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's just Trump.
Wasn't Trump like
Is
not
this-
even backed by his political party like last year or like when he was
Yeah,
running?
he is.
Like who knows, man? Who knows?
No, because like I think it's just like Republicans now support him because he's the only candidate. So like no one's trying to go against him because like they would
Yeah.
rather vote for him. You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up like the candidates like on their platform of the running. So because there's a wide
Yeah. There's
Okay,
some.
so- for Republicans it's Donald Trump, Mark Sanford, Bill Weld, and Joe Walsh.
Mark Stanford.
No, Sanford.
Does he own Stanford?
Yeah. Yeah, he literally
Did?
just
I-
owns Stanford.
literally owns
He's the
Really,
CEO of
Stanford's
Stanford.
own private institute, dude.
Bill Weld. Okay.
All right. Well, you guys
See,
you guys want to
Yeah,
be
what's-
18 by
Yeah, I'm gonna be 18.
Okay, are you gonna vote then?
Yeah, I'm still figuring.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
you
know if
know.
I even want to vote.
You don't even know if you
Not
want to. Why would you
sure.
not vote though?
Yeah, that's the thing. But like, I'm not trying to get drafted. I'm just kidding. That's like a low
Wait, if you
likelihood,
vote,
though.
you get drafted?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
World War III's coming up with
Brother.
North Korea over there, you know. So, see you in the infantry lines, bro.
Okay.
Okay, dude.
Front
Korean.
But yeah, like,
Cole says
I
to
don't
take
think I could-
your mic out of your throat.
like I don't think I'll ever. I don't
Pardon?
think I'll vote a Democrat. I don't think anyone.
Really?
could win
I
me
think
over, to be honest.
I would vote an independent party for bipartisanship.
independent.
I don't think there is an
Dude,
independent
I
party.
doesn't.
mean,
It
there
doesn't
is,
even
but, like,
doesn't even matter. I will vote it.
There-
I'm not gonna win. I'll
How do you
still
feel
vote
the
it.
policies?
I'll make it.
Apparently, when
I
you turn
am
18, you have to sign up for the draft. It has nothing to do with voting, so it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're going to the army
Oh.
anyways.
Oh, okay.
Well, see you there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sick.
Honestly, I feel like no candidate is worth voting for this year.
But,
I don't know.
okay, what is no?
Yeah.
But it's not like like withholding
Just
your
no
vote doesn't do
president.
anything, right? Like you might as well try to like take the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess Trump is the lesser to evils, to be honest. He hasn't done
Dude,
anything terrible.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't know, like if I told you guys, but at my work,
Yeah.
there's this during the summer. There's this summer intern,
Mm-hmm.
and like I thought he was pretty cool. Like he got hired at the same time as me, so we were working together. And like he's this like a really like tall, skinny white guy, and I thought he was like pretty chill
Wise guy.
because he says he's like he wants to major like in politics, and he's going to American University in Washington D.C.
Mm.
and
America University.
American.
American-
What is that?
American
American.
University. It's like
It's
It's
private college or private university in Washington D.C.
Is it
It's
just like a political
like
university?
poli-sci. It's like definitely like poli-sci, yeah.
Okay.
And so like I'm having a conversation with him, right? And like as we start to talk about like more political stuff, I can tell like he's like definitely a Republican. and he's a lot more
Yeah.
conservative, right? And like we get to the topic of like I don't know, we get to the topic of like immigration, right? And I was like,
Yeah. Oh no. I
And
be
he was
careful, bro.
and I was like, so what do you think about immigration? Just throwing the fish hook out there, right? And I was like,
Just a little
Hey,
conversation.
hey, so like
honestly,
you're like trying to start.
Just
It's
let
like,
you know.
he's like, what is the best
So,
conversation
like,
starter?
Conversation starter. So gun
I
control.
hate. I'm scared now.
So
no, legitimately.
whoa,
Verbatim.
you guys want to hear?
I think immigrants are the worst people out there.
Oh wow.
wow.
Okay.
0 to 1 billion.
You go. A guy and a girl walk into a bar. The guy says, "So what do you think about gun control?"
Oh no.
Crazy,
This
right?
joke's over.
Gun
I
control.
don't know,
Who would have known?
man.
Who would have known,
I-
man? Who?
I'm trying
So,
to take all your
what do you
guns.
guys like? Do you guys have a clear political siding? Like, what do you guys identify as politically? I'd say I'm a centrist with like 0.1 to the side of Democrat. I'm a
Probably social right and
Yeah.
like libertarian.
Yeah.
fam.
Exactly the same.
Oh, fam's core
Probably-
conservative. I forgot.
Yeah. Fam's like.
I'm far right.
right.
I'm all the way right.
Fam always has to be right.
I'm right because I'm always right.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm always right, so.
Basically, I might be
Simple as that.
left-handed, but I'm right though.
Economically,
All right.
economically,
All right,
I
Kareem.
am. Economically, I'm very conservative.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like,
All right, Kareem.
social,
Social.
Like policy.
like yeah, economic policy, I'm very conservative. I don't like. I think that if the economy is stable, then like a lot of.
Wait, hold up. I meant to say that I'm socially libertarian and policy right.
Socially liber. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Cause like you can do whatever you want with yourself.
No, actually, you can't. I control you.
Okay.
Oh right.
Well, check in with the government, bro.
And for I would say socially, I'm in the middle. I don't like. I feel like
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really care because like
Yeah,
you're gonna
well, I
enforce
don't really,
anything.
Yeah.
I said right earlier, but like that's just how I'm gonna lead my own life. But I'm not gonna be like, all right,
Yeah.
everyone.
you know how
Listen
like we
up.
were taking. You know how we were taking like what side are you like?
Yo, I
Yeah,
hated that
yeah,
quiz.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's like it's
Okay,
so
that was
arbitrary.
dumb
Wait,
thing
dude, it
ever.
was
Literally
dumb
so
because it asks you, like,
It's
at
so
the end,
polar.
it's like, so are you Republican, Independent, or Democrat? And I was like, okay.
Dude, and when you put
I'm
independent,
independent. And then it was like, so, but what are you really? It's like,
Like, what are you actually?
Like, stop capping right now. Like,
He's like-
for-
so it's like, are you Republican, Independent, or Democrat? And if you choose Independent, it goes, are you Republican or Democrat? And then everyone's like, ah.
very cool, very cool.
Like not like I don't care whatsoever.
I was watching YouTube the other day. You know,
Mhm.
do you guys always get like those weird
As
like
you do, as
inspirational
you do.
recommended
Yeah,
videos?
yeah.
So do you guys see the one on with like? Do you guys know who Robert Kiyosaki is?
No, I do not.
All right.
Mm-mm.
So this guy, right? He runs like
Mhm.
a business teaching school by the name of like Rich Dad Poor Dad because I think he had two dads or something. I don't really know. Like
He had
not
two dads?
Yeah, like he has like two families.
yes, Kareem.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so one of his dads like super rich, the other was super poor, and he learned like a lot of different lessons. And so he presented a theory that poor is like a mindset. So being
Mindset?
poor and
Oh.
being rich is a mindset, right? Like once you
Yeah.
learn to be poor, you will always be poor. It's not like a tangible thing,
Yeah.
but it's like a learned behavior.
Yeah, just a little like sidetrack. Have you guys watched the Dave Chappelle
No,
special?
I don't watch Dave Chappelle.
Nah.
He brought up how he asked like, "Yo, I hate being poor," and then his dad told him, he's like, "You're not poor, you're broke." He's like, "Poor is a mindset. You need to be. You're actually broke."
But
So, yeah,
do you
that's
think
what
it's like a
continue.
mindset though? Like, do you think it's like
Define poor. Like what do you mean
no,
by
okay.
poor?
So the way he gave an example,
Low in
right?
financial resources.
So he said his example was he asked his poor dad, "Hey, can I have this?" And his dad says, "No, we can't afford it." And that is like the poor mindset. He asked his rich dad, and his rich dad said the rich mindset would be, what can we do to afford this?
Yeah.
And so that's like
Mm.
the learned behavior. Because once you learn to be poor, you will always be poor since you're stuck in that little bubble, right? That's
Yeah.
what his
I think
theory is.
I understand that.
I think to like
To a
contrary
certain
to
degree.
contrary to like what his idea is saying, like I think in America there is a very high degree of social mobility. Like you can
Definitely.
move economic
Oh, yeah,
classes
yeah.
in this country. So to say that being rich is just a mindset, like I get that it's a learned mindset to think in a way that would make you like seem it would make you
most
more
profitable.
revenue or more profit, but to say that to be rich you have to have that mindset and you're born with that mindset, I think.
Well, you don't have to be born
No, I mean,
with
you
it.
know, I don't think
It's a
you're born
learned.
with
It's
it,
a
yeah. I
learned
think it's
behavior.
acquired.
Yeah, it's
So like,
yeah.
if you always limit his idea is like if you always limit yourself, right? If you always think like I'll never be able to afford this, or we can't afford this no matter what, or we have to
like
save
victim
here,
mentality.
yeah, then you will always be poor. That's what his thing is, right? So that's like, it's poor as a
Yeah,
mindset. Because once you're
yeah.
in that mindset, you'll never become rich.
I think that the learned mindset, it comes from like you
The
have to
people
learn
around
it.
you?
It comes from like people around you, and you have to learn it over time. Like if you're
Yeah.
born to a poor family, like obviously you're not gonna know
Yeah.
what it
Yeah,
is.
because it has to be the people around you, or else you're never going to be
Yeah.
exposed to like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
so-called rich mindset.
But like it's
Unless
also
you
like,
happen to stumble upon, I don't know, like
A fortune on the side of the
something.
road.
I don't know.
Like, especially, like-
I was
someone to teach
walking
you, like,
upon
you just
Warren
happen
Buffett's
to
will.
find a mentor out of nowhere. Just I
Yeah,
don't
like
know how you'd find
especially
that.
like in communities with like a lot of gang violence and like poor
Yeah, yeah.
communities. Like if you see that all the time and that's like
yeah,
what your life is,
that's what
you're not gonna
about.
yeah, that's where you how life is gonna be forever. So like you don't know how to
guess-
like get
I
out of
guess-
that bubble.
I guess the real question is that if someone is born poor, how do they
Mm.
transition from being in a
Well,
poor
I mean,
mindset
like
thinking to
Steve
that
Jobs
rich
was poor,
mindset?
right? Like relatively speaking.
Yeah,
Who?
yeah.
No, yeah.
Jobs,
Yeah.
right? And then
Steve
I think
Jobs? Oh,
he
Steve
always
Jobs?
had the rich mentality, right? So
Jobs.
he always like, instead of like I can't do this, he was like how can I do this? You know, which is what Kiyosaki
Mm.
was trying to tell. So like with that mindset, I think he just took his idea to the next level, and then
But if we go deeper, like how do you think he developed, like how how do you think he developed that mindset? Like
I don't know.
was it? Like,
Have you read the book or like have you read
I haven't
what
read his biography. I really
Right, yeah.
don't know too much about him.
Yeah, because like I'm asking Eric because like he's
no,
the one that
I
brought it.
haven't. But like, I don't know. It might be like as a factor of his personality or something, or like he was just the persevering.
Is it
type
like-
that-
Can those other than like outside influences, can those like mindsets be like innate, like in your own mind? Or
I
do you
don't
think
know,
you just
man.
have to
Do I
learn it?
look like Robert Kiyosaki?
No, yeah, I'm just bringing up a question, bro.
I don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
other inputs or anything?
I don't know, man. Like who's to say that like
Maybe
Me-
because like people have different personalities. Like people, you know.
Well, yeah, but those are all
Okay.
shaped by like
Okay.
external factors.
what would you say like if like assuming that like what's his name
Robert Kiyosaki.
okay, so assuming that Robert Kiyosaki is correct, right, and he's correct, we're correct in assuming that in order to be rich, there you need to have a rich mindset. Like what do you think that rich mindset is?
I think it's
Like,
like
what
okay,
attributes?
okay. So like, do you want a Tesla?
Sure, let's
Alright,
say that.
so-
Sure.
Let's say I want the new like model roadster, right? Like the new roadster.
Yeah, yeah.
$100,000.
So I say,
Say that.
I ask you, hey, are you gonna buy the new model Roadster? What are you gonna say?
I want to say, yeah,
I can't afford it.
I'm gonna buy it.
Exactly, which is different because what Kareem said was,
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
I can't
So
afford it.
Kareem's
Yeah.
in the poor mindset already, right? That is
No,
it.
I was just gonna give
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
an
but that is
answer
like the
of, like,
defining
what
example.
afford-
If you ask
Yeah, yeah.
someone to buy something and they say, I can't afford it, sorry,
Can't
that's
afford it.
that's the poor mindset right there, right?
Mhm.
And so Kiyosaki's
So-
like, you can never
Yeah.
say I can't. You always just have to find
Yeah.
out how you
Mm.
can.
Or you just say I can't afford it yet, as in like
So
maybe later.
so like for those that are listening out there, do you think like for them to apply that mindset into their life, like do you think it's more of like you have to imagine it like before. If you let's say you have a goal, right? Before that goal comes true, you have to imagine you doing it before it actually comes true. Like that idea.
Yeah, probably. Like, if you don't believe in what you're doing, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. You know, it's like, I bet you,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
every political candidate believes in the idea they bring up, which is why they're advocating for it, right? Like, if their idea didn't
Yeah,
like make sense to
obviously.
them, it's not like
Yeah.
So it's like the same
People
concept.
can see through
Yeah.
it. They don't.
So like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean-
you have to believe in what you do to do it.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
then
it's very noticeable when someone is not like confident in what they're saying.
Yeah, like anytime I talk to Kareem
Like what
about
they-
women, bro, like, oh.
Yeah, basically.
wait. So then switching gears a little bit, since we're on like the topic of like political candidates and their viewpoints, what do you guys think like is the perfect ideal government?
Bro,
What do you mean?
From,
None.
Like,
like, what do you?
Literally, anarchy. That was what it is.
Anarchy.
So
Everyone
I
do
want
whatever
to
they want.
only clone individuals.
anarchist capitalist.
Yeah, communism.
Anarcho-capitalist. That's like a sub. Which is like
No, like from like
government,
like
capitalist economy.
from what you know about like how the economy works and how government works and how they interact with each other, like what do you think like is the best like style and form of government that like we can employ?
I think our government right now is not that bad. I think our political structure, which is separate from government, is really bad.
Yeah.
Right? Our government
Federalism?
structure is fine. Our political structure is terrible because you have to be either Republican or Democrat, and if you like whatever party
Democrat.
you're in, you have to do their exact
fucked.
policies, or otherwise you're out.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's so
Those
stupid.
who-
You can't have you like different policies.
Oh, Kareem's laggy.
But think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it from like the perspective of like the framers who wrote the Constitution. Like they were
Bro,
afraid
they
of.
did not expect.
No,
They
they,
did- they
did.
did not-
Washington
they
was
did
like,
not expect-
Washington was like, I don't want political parties
No
because of
parties.
fragmentation,
Yeah.
and then like
No,
5
it's
million
not like-
years later, we got
Washington-
fragmentation. And it's like,
No,
okay.
Washington didn't want it, but like think about who was
Or, like-
writing. No, think about who was writing the Constitution at that time. Like they were aristocratic, they were elites. Like they didn't want like regular farmers and regular people governing a country that like they had no idea how to rule, right? So like obviously it's gonna
didn't
be.
want the
But they also didn't want a large government to control people's lives.
Yeah, exactly. They found a medium, which
Yeah.
current government.
Yeah.
No, but
it's
That's
like
what we've been talking about the
Articles-
whole time in APUSH
Articles
and
of
Gov
Confederation.
for like
failed.
a whole year. Articles
Ah.
of Confederation put too much power into the states.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but
It was not a republic.
it never like the system we have now. It never used like it wasn't always like it was only because of like the New Deal era.
Yeah, the New Deal.
You mean
where,
in, like-
government- No, he's talking about
What
like
you
the change of government. You know how like government basically didn't
Yeah.
help anyone's lives until the New Deal.
Oh, okay.
Government
Okay, so
didn't influence
that?
people's lives.
With that idea of individual rugged individualism. Yeah, rugged individualism.
Yeah,
About like
Herbert
how-
Hoover.
Herbert
Yeah,
Hoover
yeah,
in
how,
the
like-
20s.
how like individuals instead of relying on government like they need to do it themselves. And I feel like nowadays people rely on government. I feel like there's a conception that the government will always be there for us, but I think that's the wrong mindset to go about.
Well,
I
I
feel
think
like-
the government should assist. I think welfare is like probably fine if they did, as it wasn't so easy to abuse. I think welfare is like
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo,
you got
I
pensions, you
feel
got
like-
retirement fund, you got things like that. But then when people like abuse it, and it's like, hey, you gotta get a system reform coming in, or you're just
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
money drained out of your budget. So
Yeah, I think Herbert Hoover would have been a fine president. He was just elected at the wrong time.
which one was he? What did he do?
He was the Holly Smooth tariff.
Yeah.
Oh, did he raise like the
right-
million
right
percent
before-
tax?
Right
Yeah.
before the
The-
Great Depression.
Yeah, right before the Great
Oh,
Depression.
Like his ass.
I think he screwed it up. He made it worse.
Horrible.
but-
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm really economically.
Yeah, no, it was like coupled with two things. What was it called? I forgot what the mentality was, but it was like get now, pay later. That's like what people.
Yeah,
going
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So that's the general mindset that people had, and then you had a president, a very libertarian type of president, where it's like, all right, just do whatever you want. You don't need
Well,
us.
I mean, like,
Couple
so
those two, and you get it's
like-
not really good.
I think we need to have government influence, right? Because like FDR, you know, he did the FDIC, right? So like all your money's like good to go.
For dick.
Yeah, the FDIC. So all your money's good to go. But like if you don't have like government control, then he can't do that, right? So
that's what I'm saying, man. Like I don't know like if we should be placing so much of our emphasis on social reform, more economic reform. That's like if like every recession that we have, it's like it's so bad that how can we even focus on social reform if we as a country like are not
Don't have
well off,
a strong economy.
not well off economically, right? Because like
Yeah.
I always think back to like the Great Depression, how like when the Great Depression hit, people weren't thinking about social problems. They were just thinking about how to survive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
And so like
Yeah, if the
Alright.
economy is doing well,
do you guys
then
think like
socially we're
alright,
doing
so
well.
like then we can agree economy is doing pretty good right now. Like we're like low employment, low
obviously.
unemployment, you know, we got good wages.
high housing.
Yeah,
like,
high
people are
job
in
market.
houses.
but we are
Estimated recession.
yeah,
in a
we are
big dome.
But like so
we are
are we do you guys think we're on the brink of recession or what?
I hope not. I don't know. I've been people.
we
it
are
was, like
projected to be.
yeah,
recession
but I hope
within a
not.
year.
That would be terrible. That'd be the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world, but that'd be pretty bad.
No, yeah, no, it literally would end the world
Mm,
after.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
the world would collapse.
Millions would lose jobs. Not a great time.
Yeah,
I mean,
not favorable, to say the least.
Actually, I hate jobs. I hate getting
yeah,
paid.
jobs
I
actually
wanna-
freaking
yeah.
sucks.
Why don't we all just become farmers?
Yeah.
My question. Like,
That-
why do we
that's what
even
I'm saying.
bother do anything?
Okay,
Why do we set up?
Why don't we have
Really?
Elon Musk?
throwback to
Elon
Stone
Musk
Age.
should be president. And then
Elon Musk should
when
be
any
president.
when any freaking like part of the government underperforms, he just fires the entire branch.
dude, you know, actually I feel like that brings up a really good point.
Hi, chat.
Sam says
not-
Sam says I need to interact with chat, and then the chat the first word I read
Yeah.
is porn.
The chat is literally Hooverville. It's a bunch of.
Okay, hi Montoncito 007.
That's literally me.
Oh, that's
Hi, the
you.
picture.
Oh man.
Sam says porn.
Honestly, I think there's a really good point to bring up about like
Mhm.
how government should be run, because there's I think it was one of Plato's like 27 treatises about like his views on government and what he thinks is right versus like how like government is truly formed in our like viewpoints. And he said that like there needs to be like 3 distinct classes where like democracy shouldn't be the right form of government.
Yeah,
You know,
obviously, we're not even in a
like,
democracy.
like, it's like not even a republic. Like it's more of like the bottom class is like farmers, like and people who produce things with their hands, with the labor work.
I like that prose
The
portion
second,
today. Let's go.
like,
The farmers.
generally, it's
Good
like the
fail on
farmers.
the essay.
Fuck, dude. Don't bring that up.
This is
man.
for lit.
Whoa, is that profanity?
yeah.
Did you just swear? Get out of here,
Yo.
dude.
Relax.
Oh, right.
That is
Not like
fucked
no one's
up.
listening.
No, bad joke.
Okay.
What
so-
were you saying anyway? Let's
Anyway,
continue
anyway,
the whole conversation.
So the second class is made up of people who are guardians, and like these people would be
Hi, Luke.
basically- they're basically like people who bred to like take over, like not take over, but like to lead the country. So like from like he thought that from a young age, people, in order for people to be political leaders, they needed to be like, born like
Bruh, that's literally
So a
divine
third-
right. That's
so a
basically
third-
monarchy, but with democracy.
Well, what's wrong
So
with
who
monarchy?
defeats
the
Look,
whole purpose.
I was
So
literally
you want France.
entitled
You want
by
France,
God.
right?
God told me I needed to rule over the country.
So
Yeah,
you
he
want a
told
third
me.
estate, a second
texted
estate,
me,
and a
actually.
first estate. Like
It's
back,
not-
go back to French Revolution,
It's not,
I don't think so, Kareem.
it's
because
not
that's what he's talking about.
I-
no, because
Hold on,
no,
hold
what
on.
he's talking about is like the people who are born to like lead, like they are classically conditioned in like what it is to be a good leader. So
That is
they know nothing of greed. They know nothing of they just
Well, I mean,
know divine
okay,
right,
yeah.
justice, and like virtue. And like they don't know nothing else. Like they're not given any
Mhm.
worldly possessions, so they don't know what it is to be greedy or to be selfish. Like they don't know what it is to be like what it is to be corrupt. Like when they grow older, those like virtues of like those good virtues of being a good leader are basically intertwined with like how they are as a person. So all they know is just being a good leader. And so
So then how are they sustained?
Like-
How do they live?
no like obviously like they're raised as children, but like the morals that they're taught are literally just to be a good leader, right? And
Right, but
Plato-
the only like even as a children, even if you're raised like that, you pick up on things around you. Like unless
No.
you're forced to be secluded into like you can only interact with those children that are like you in a group. You only travel in packs, and you don't witness the outside world.
That is true. It's like
You're always
social
gonna be biased.
conditioning, right? Like we're all conditioned to like
You really
deal
have to
around us.
Yeah.
force them to be
Live in the
together
world.
and not
But
see the outside world.
I think
that was his thought. Like the Guardians would be raised together, and so like they would only know those virtues, and they would have no outside contact, but like no outside contact, but like they would have no like interference in like how they're developed as a child, and from that group, the people, I guess the people who raised them would choose like the most virtuous and like who saw the best qualities, and like they would create a senate from that, in which that senate would govern.
I
right?
think
and so, like,
sorry.
which is
I think Luke
Yeah, but
brings
then,
up a really good question here. Who is getting the best head of philosophical debate, right?
Who?
Who's getting the best head?
The best head?
Yeah, I think Luke brings up a really good question here. Luke says Simon.
I don't know if it's Simon. I think it's more Theodore.
Okay,
I think Theodore.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, I just thought I'd
definitely
know.
Theodore. You guys have never seen that picture?
Simon?
It's definitely Theodore.
Yeah,
Theodore?
I actually have
You have
not.
to tell me.
And
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
worry
reading the
about it.
freaking chat, and then Luke's like, "But who gets best head
I
though?"
don't-
Really popular vote? It's Theodore? I don't know. That's my first instinct.
Oh, speaking
Oh.
of popular vote, I think electoral college should be removed.
No.
Why not just have
Whoa,
popular
whoa,
vote? Why don't you
no,
just look?
no.
If you can calculate
Pardon.
everyone's vote,
I
why do
beg
you
your
still
pardon.
vote
Like,
No.
by
on my
state?
knees. I
Hi.
beg your pardon.
No. I won't let someone else explain.
No, you gotta explain. What? How can you say that? What the hell?
No,
Look,
you keep, someone else explain.
Popular vote is everyone's vote, right?
We're not a democracy.
Why?
A
Homie.
republic.
We're a republic.
Oh
It's not
my
a popular
fucking
vote.
God.
We can't have that.
I think we should have it.
That's just
What?
no.
That's
That's at least just mob. It's
Republic
popular-
leader.
majority mob, dude. New
You
York,
want a Bacon's
California,
Rebellion?
and Texas will control every single election. That'll create a lot of tension between the like Middle America and the coasts.
Well, then we can do like the 3/5 rule, but for California.
No, just think about
Come on, bro.
buddy.
Okay. Alright.
if you have the whole Bible Belt literally voting for like the most far right candidate they can find, like
Yeah, and then you
how
have
do you-
California voting for like the
Yeah,
most far. It's like you won't come to a conclusion.
Yeah,
And at
you
the
won't-
same time, you have like really uneducated people just voting. I mean,
that's
not to say
true.
that I am at all. I'm not at all. Like, our vote was so meaningful. Like, it's actual popular vote. Imagine next year, I don't know. I wouldn't trust
All right.
myself.
Well, I stand corrected then.
Mm.
think about I feel like all the Asian people, all the Asian moms and families should just be voting for
Are you
Andrew Yang.
stereotyping
Just
right now?
because-
I can't believe you.
Okay. Am I wrong though? Like think about it. Asian families vote for an Asian leader. Wow. Conceptualize the idea. Just think
Yeah.
about it.
Barack
And he's
Obama,
giving
except for you.
Andrew
And
Yang.
he's getting out
Look,
free
look, that's
money
it. We
every
abolished popular vote. We voted Andrew Yang, and we all get $1,000. That's easy.
wow.
That's game.
Wow,
Oh.
nice.
Good game.
Very
Right.
cool.
Pod.
But
I'm just gonna put F.
What?
Uh,
I won.
lol Tyler one dot discount discount code
Discount code.
alpha
Yeah,
Yo, wait, how many viewers do you have?
like 7
Like 1.
10
Damn,
oh
that's-
shit, we like increased. Hello all my 10 friends in the entire
great.
world.
Here, I'm gonna send the link to myself.
Okay, well, for all 10 friends, what do you guys think about the education system?
What about it?
I think it sucks. Complete ass.
Cool.
Can we agree?
I mean,
like, do we agree or do we disagree? Is there contention here that it's like
Yeah,
for
there's a lot of errors.
Like what
Fatal flaw. Fatal flaw.
specifically about the education system?
Yeah, what specifics? You need to bring up.
What's the
specifics.
Hamarsha?
The
Okay,
Hamarsha.
look. We don't
Yeah,
like.
what's the fatal flaw here, right?
Yeah, what's a fatal
Look,
flaw?
look. Right now, okay, we've had the same education system for like 100 years, right?
Literally
Since
I mean, it's
Literally
evolved.
Wayne Cochran. Literally Wayne Cochran.
okay, look. Okay, all right, all right, that's cool. So, like, I think we gotta evolve our education system, right? Because it's teaching us like.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
He
Yeah,
just died.
continue.
I-
Yo, I completely forgot about something.
I think-
okay, continue,
okay.
continue.
so look,
Runner.
we like in school right now. We don't learn about like the money, like. We don't learn
The
about
guns
like
and
the
butter,
real
right?
world. We don't learn about the jobs. Like we should be educated on taxes. Like I take a class, show me how to
Guns and
do my
butter, the
tax.
Guns and butter.
Yeah, guns and butter. Like, but our education system hasn't adapted to how society functions
Yeah.
nowadays, right? I
You
think it's
learn
the
like
issue.
civil service and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
And yeah, and learn how to. I mean, we're doing it right now, but like how government works, but like how, like local elections, what it means to be like an American,
What it means to be. You want to teach patriotism?
Low key.
Nationalism
Like,
class today.
Love America.
Everyone
right now.
repeat after me. Say, I'm an American 400 times.
Honestly, I feel like it's more of like the. I really wish they did this more. That like they ingrained like good morals and good virtue into
Yeah.
like.
No.
Good morals is subjective.
No.
Technically,
That is
on some areas,
bad-
you can't force
no, no.
people to think in a certain way. 'cause
bad
they have,
for
like, the
business.
same idea.
Wait, I think
Yeah,
it's
and
also
bad for
bad for business.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but think about it. Like how awesome would the world
Okay.
be if
Wait.
people are if children.
people
Let me
logical?
tell you about France. Okay, France,
Yeah.
no laws against
Let me
bribery.
tell you something.
Zero. So when you go to France,
laws
you can
against
go ahead
bribery.
and bribe any official you want. Iran bribed France for nuclear warheads, and they're doing great on economy. You know why? Because they don't have morals. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like,
perfect.
if you have
example.
morals,
Literally,
then they would
Literally
outlaw
no
bribery, right? Outlaw bribery.
Okay.
You can't trade Iran for their nuclear warheads.
I don't think that's the strongest argument
Yeah.
you can make,
look.
but I'll keep it in
The
mind.
fact okay, think about if our government was running on no morals whatsoever. If they
Dude,
if they
we
wanted,
have
they
political
could just-
corruption
W-
around the
W3.
corner. We have freaking
The
bribery
fact-
from corporate
literally-
industry, dude.
Okay, if
Yeah, lobbyists. Okay, anyway, let him talk.
If bribery existed and people had like the government had no morals, the fact that we would be even like live streaming right now would be like probably pissing someone off. And, like, all right, time to pay the police to fucking arrest all these kids.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
Look,
Why? We're
Dude,
not
nah,
talking about
obviously.
anything bad
look.
at all.
And what if I?
Okay,
what if I was like-
okay.
I was like,
You can
alright,
you can
fuck
see
Andrew Yang,
clear
fuck Andrew Yang.
corruption.
Fuck
Okay, look, you can see
Yo, stop.
clear political corruption. Jeffrey Epstein's case. Just review his case.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You got mad
Can
corruption.
someone read like give me a rundown on what happened?
He raped a lot of young women,
Yeah, I know that.
On his
and
orgy
basically,
island. but he paid
yeah,
like
but
the
prior
judge.
to that, he was already charged for that, right? And then
Yeah.
in Florida, he was let off on a very light deal. Like he just got off the hook pretty easily because he's fairly rich and he didn't really have to do anything to get out. Basically, they told the district attorney, they were like, "All right, this guy's above your pay grade, so just let him go
Mhm.
because
'Cause he's
you don't
rich.
want to suffer the consequences if you send him to jail."
So he got like a 1 month at jail for like rape of an underage girl, and then lived in a cushy cell for that 1 month. So
A what?
Cushy cell, like a very
What's
lush,
that?
like a jail cell,
Okay.
but like a hotel
okay.
room.
Cushioned,
A hotel room.
cushioned. You mean?
Yeah,
A
so
hotel room. You're supposed to
Okay.
stay.
yeah, he's like, I gotta stay in a hotel room for a whole month. Are you joking me?
Oh, shucks,
Bro,
bro,
dude.
That's prison. That's prison in Sweden, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! Let me tell you.
Cannot
Let me
believe
tell.
when
Let
they
me
were saying
tell
that
you.
ASAP Rocky
Okay,
was
look,
starving and
look,
Yeah, free,
but they do no.
free
Prison
free ASAP.
Prison in
free
Sweden
ASAP.
is so much better
he's
than
here,
prison
dude.
here. Okay, prison in Sweden, their recommit rates for crimes are close to 0%. Right?
Okay,
People like no because look
There's
no
like
no 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 no
they
There-
have,
no
like,
no
one
no
person.
no no no.
Look, the only person that's going to jail is like a litter. Like there's only like 2 murders in the whole country.
No,
bro.
look no because in Sweden their prison system is not based on punishment. It's based on rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
We
Okay.
don't
That's
treat
smart.
our prisoners like humans. We don't rehabilitate them. They're like,
Okay,
do we just like
because
feed them mush?
so many. There's
I know.
There's so many.
I know,
There's so
I know,
many.
but I'm saying why
Okay.
Sweden is good is because they focus on rehabilitation instead of
Because they're small-ass
dehumanization.
countries that
Yeah, but
doesn't
it's a
have
better
like
ass
a
country,
billion
dude.
people. Okay, let me.
Better.
In the prison system, respectively.
better.
Better prison system,
Okay, okay.
respectively.
We can't just copy and paste like the same policies and same ideas.
I know,
from
but
one
I'm
country
I'm
to
saying
another.
like
Get the
we
same
have to
results.
take a book out of the rehabilitation book and
Think about Eric. Think
Yo,
about
who's the author of that one? Sounds
It's-
kind of dope.
2 million adults are in prison and jails right now. Like, how are you gonna rehabilitate 2 million people to be reintegrated into society? Think about that. Like, compare that to people in Sweden.
I mean, get rid of the prison industrial complex.
I don't know. I think there
That's
just
the
should be a
first
different
step.
like complex setup. Yeah, there's a different dynamic between the prisoners and the.
Don't profit off
prison.
of jail. That's the first
That is
step.
true. We pay
Profit.
private jails to like house
Yeah.
people
Yes.
because we're like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah.
it's so funny. Let's not have it.
More
It
people-
It costs so much to house them. Like,
costs
like,
more
I
when
was-
we play private industry. They jack up the tax. We're literally paying people more instead of if we made our own jail cells because it doesn't. They don't want to take the time to rebuild new jail cells, bro. They're like, what if we just pay these guys 4 times as much? And so I don't know, man. I think they could rethink the way prisoners are at the moment. Not to say like murder's good, but we should focus
Yeah,
on
obviously.
rehabilitation. Is what I'm saying.
Yo, there's only like 6,000 people in jail in Sweden.
Well, because there's only 7,000 people in Sweden.
oh, shit.
Oh, that's actually
It's a
nothing,
smaller-
bro.
it's a smaller case.
That is
Eric.
true.
It's like
No,
10
that is
million
true.
people.
You can rehabilitate 6,000 people into like society again, but
Yeah, it's not bad.
Think about like I don't even live in Sweden, so I wouldn't know. But like think about like would you expect gang violence to be in Sweden? Like think about would you expect like people
Of course.
living in Compton?
I'm
Or, like,
just
Okay.
think about like people living in
That's
East LA.
that's an environmental issue though. Like it is an
exactly
like
like that plays a factor, and that plays a huge role in how people can be rehabilitated into society. Like the people going to jail in Sweden are a lot different than the people going to jail in the United States.
I mean,
It's like a world difference.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
you know what? We should do social reforms then.
Social reform.
Conditioning
Bro,
reform
also-
programs. Like
Just let them
brainwash the
rot
public.
and let them rot.
Only
Literally just let them rot.
yeah.
in
If you
prison.
literally get executed. Like capital
Oh, I
punishment
don't know.
for any
I know.
minor crime is
Cool,
automatically
cool,
capital
cool,
punishment.
cool.
And-
Yeah, continue.
Okay, so you know like
Continue.
okay,
You have a
I am
great
continuing.
point.
I'm continuing.
You know,
Yeah,
Okay,
I see your point.
You know how in North Korea
I
they
see
have
it, bro.
the 3-generation rule, right? You do a crime, they like 3 generations of your family gets like destroyed, right?
Oh,
So we
I
should
mean,
do that, right? So minor
Do that.
minor
I understand what
punishment,
you're saying.
minor punishments, like minor crimes should be capital punishment, and major crimes should be 3-generation rule.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand what you're saying, but I don't get what you're
Fuck
saying.
you. I'm scared now.
How to
Okay,
win debate.
No, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but can you reiterate that? I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah.
just spit in their mouths.
Just spit in their mouth. Literally
All right.
crack it open and just fucking barf in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just snap.
that
the
was really good.
jaw.
Okay,
that's enough.
all right, back on topic.
Yeah. that's-
Anyway,
Video game violence.
Oh, okay.
it's real.
What about
Dude,
it?
I
Okay.
Smash, and I choose Captain Falcon, and I'm just inspired to beat up people and throw them up in the air and destroy them with a knee.
Okay,
I just
but-
I'm like,
okay.
damn, I must.
There is probably some
A correlation?
correlation. There's probably
correlation.
a minor correlation somewhere.
I mean,
Does
looking
not
at,
mean causation.
Listen, though.
looking at you, Eric, I'm
Does not mean causation.
No. But look. I'm not playing like the big beat up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just playing Farming Simulator 17. Right? I'm like,
Yeah,
chilling.
exactly.
You're literally abusing animals. You're literally
Oh.
abusing.
No,
I'm sorry.
you're calling farming
Yeah.
abusing animals? You're eating abused animals every single day.
Oh shit. Oh god, I gotta work on my fucking physics slides.
Ooh,
Ah shit.
daily log. I forgot
feel-
everything that's happened.
By 10:25, it would be like an hour of the late night hour.
Okay, yeah, only 1 hour.
Oh.
We're restricted.
Yeah, I can't do anymore.
No, because you guys
For
have
sure.
to do
No,
stuff.
literally, shut up, Cream.
No, we don't.
Okay, Cream's
Okay.
at it. I'm booting Cream.
All right. Anyways.
Okay. Do you think there's a correlation? Is there a proven correlation?
There's-
Can we look
there's-
that up? Someone wanna?
You can look it up.
Oh.
I don't want to look it up.
You're only in your
Correlation's not-
search history. Is there a correlation between game violence and real life violence? Let's see Google. I'm gonna get pulled over right now. So CNN says video games unlikely to cause real life violence.
Yeah.
Forbes says
Dude, just a,
new study shows that there is no link between violent video games and violence.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
think it's
but
just-
I mean, I think the only thing it can do is numb you, or
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, Luke
numb
said
you
it
to
in
violence.
Luke said it in
But
chat.
I don't think it would
um,
prompt you to do
Luke
something like
Luke
that.
said he wrote a paper on this. He said seeing
Oh,
violent
yeah,
content
yeah, he said it right there,
desensitizes
yeah.
people. So it's a desensitization.
Yeah.
I think is what he's saying. It's not like
Mm.
it is not a causation. Maybe not even like a correlation, but just a desensitization of violence overall. He
It's
linked.
just people with mental problems and family problems
Oh.
tend to, lead to
Poor
violence
people.
in real life.
No, I think
Not
Oh,
necessarily.
no.
not necessarily.
Correlatively, let me rephrase. Correlatively,
yeah.
poor people.
Yeah. People with no dads.
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
I think
No. Like actually, really
Wait,
though.
Okay,
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah. People with
Think-
no father figure tend to.
Yeah, it is correlatively
Think-
leads to
no,
violence.
think about who's like trying to write these articles and who's trying to like put the blame on the video game industry. It's like most likely, I'm making assumptions here, but most likely it's gonna be libtards, alright?
Whoa! We don't use that word. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to rephrase your sentence.
Yeah.
No, I'm not rephrasing it.
All right,
Like,
I'm gonna ask you to rephrase your sentence.
so basically, there are these people called libtards.
My virgin
Okay.
ears.
Hold on, let me just mute
Honestly,
user.
I-
Let me-
okay.
So, do you recall the shape of Italy?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about
Gotta
it.
refresh my memory right now.
They wanna like censor all forms of violence because they think that like that is causing like that's the root cause of people who like are basically shooting up like America. Like that's the main reason why this blame like why like this argument is even brought up in the first place, because people see like video games as a gateway to like mass shootings.
But it's not.
right?
It is improving.
not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
I've
but like,
seen-
it's very easy for
Okay.
people to see
So,
that like, oh,
I think-
Call of Duty, you shoot people.
Okay,
Oh
okay,
my
I've
okay.
god.
seen
Okay.
Republicans bring that
But-
talking point up,
The Luke
unlike how video games.
Luke, put that paper in the chat and I was reading, and it's a desensitization of the overall violence. So we don't react as much to like the violence that's
Yeah.
happening around us. Not that we're
Okay.
more violent, we're maybe like a teeny bit more, like a slight correlation, but instead we don't mind as much that these things are happening. I think is what video games.
Because
are
it's
doing.
very rare. They're very rare. Like
Yeah.
we just see it in the media, and then it's like.
Well, it's not,
oh,
I don't know,
guess
very
it's
rare.
happening
We have
every
like
day.
a shooting a day, bro.
Yo, actually, my mom, she's a teacher at Santa Ana College, and the college got like basically shut down because like at 1 o'clock, some guy got shot in his car and like drove into the parking lot of Santa Ana. So
He got
didn't
shot.
have
How did he
work
get
that day.
shot?
He was in a car and he got shot like multiple times while he was in his car, and then he got out of the car in the Santa Ana College parking lot and started crawling, and then he died on the
He
floor.
died on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did your mom
This
see
is-
it?
No, it was at 1 a.m.
Oh.
And then she went at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. where
saw
she-
his
that's
body on the
normal time.
ground.
No, she's like, why is everything closed right now? And
They're like,
Police
oh,
officer.
sorry, some guy was crawling on the ground dead like Black Ops 2 zombies.
see, this is what it means by being desensitized.
And your mom was like, okay, lol, XD, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Respawn.
Dude, I think, okay, is the thing real where like, if a student kills himself in a test, everyone gets an A? Is that real?
I don't
Like,
know.
did I
That's
miss
just
it?
stuff you
Okay,
hear.
Let's find it out. Let's find out. Hey, Eric,
who's taking
Eric,
one for the
let's find
team?
out.
Okay, I was gonna say
Who's
like,
taking one for the
dude,
team?
what if you just killed someone and made it look like suicide?
Bruh.
Everyone gets
Honestly,
the
just-
A,
let's keep doing it. Let's just keep doing it. Let's keep doing it.
right?
Let's run the rotation. Run the rotation.
What if we just like slip anthrax poisoning into this guy's drink and then he like took a sip of
Jesus.
water during the freaking
Someone would
test,
catch us.
and then but we all get A's, bro.
Let's run the rotation, man.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
What about like is it these myths? Is, like if 15 minutes the teacher doesn't show up, do you leave? Is that real or like what? No, I don't know. I'm asking. Is this shit real or what?
Dude.
No.
Okay,
bro.
look.
I think
Like
I think it was I forgot. I think Mr. Mueller. I forgot who brought it up. But he was like, yeah, if you die in like the AP test, everyone gets a 5.
all right. I got the plan. Okay, look. So we're gonna all go into the AP test, right? We're gonna like cut
Yeah.
off a little nub of a guy's leg so it's all wobbly, and someone will like accidentally bump into him and he'll fall, and then someone will, like put a pencil on their shoe and he'll just fall onto the pencil, and go straight through his brain.
Wow, what a foolproof plan.
Wow. Wow.
Zero
Amazing.
holes.
Amazing.
Zero holes.
Wise guy.
And then what? Look, we all get 5. We all get a 5.
Wise guy.
Okay, if
Wise
you
guy.
were to end someone's life during a test, like how'd you do it?
Oh.
You mean
Asking
how
for
would
a
I end
friend.
my
Asking
life?
for a friend.
Like, so how would I end my life? That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Bro,
well, okay.
this is
Okay.
your-
Okay. If you
This is your proof if you
look,
kill someone.
If I was like super depressed, I would take the AP test. I kill myself during the AP test. I get everyone a 5. Hey,
one
you
for the
know, I'd take
team,
one for the
hey.
team here.
Jeez, this figure.
That brings up a really good point. Like, I probably won't like say anything, but like, what do you guys think about standardized testing?
Murder.
Standardized testing. Let me tell you.
Didn't we bring that up?
Bruh.
No, we didn't. But
Alright,
I think
I'ma sit this
I think
one out.
I think it is.
I'm
And
gonna take a ring.
I think the word I would use is a necessary evil.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
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 Wow. Dude, it's simple. Just be smart. Duh.
Why don't I just cheat? I know.
Yeah, really,
okay.
just be smart.
No,
and,
it doesn't even look. Okay. No names here, but
get
I know
on a
someone who
perfect
cheated.
score and,
I know someone who cheated. You know, they went to the
Yeah.
bathroom
Reddit?
during. No, no.
Yeah.
I like one of my friends.
Say their name. Say their name. Say their
Okay,
name.
so his name is
College board. College board.
and he
Okay.
cheated, right? And he got a 15, like 70 or something. Motherfucker, dumb as shit, bro.
Ah.
Cool.
Guy got a
Not cool,
50,
not cool.
70.
Yo.
Imagine not getting a 1570. Like,
Oh,
that was-
oh.
Yeah. Imagine having to cheat for that.
Yeah, Alex, didn't you cheat on this?
Laughable, really.
I thought you said you cheated on the ACT that you just took.
Yeah, I was
oh,
like, I
oh,
walked
oh,
out
oh.
mid-test, like during the math section. I was like, "Yo, Proctor, I need to go to the bathroom right now." And they're like, "All right, that's cool."
Yeah. Just do it. You know.
Yeah. Just
I
Yeah.
still steez.
For sure, that's what happened. Step-by-step play.
It's fine. It's okay. It's right. We're chilling.
So Delta Epsilon proofs.
Oh. Well, let me tell you.
Gamma,
Listen.
Delta, Epsilon,
No, Kareem, no.
Alpha, Beta, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Bravo. Charlie.
Low vibe. Low
You
vibe.
switch
shit.
from
just what I'm feeling
Greek
right
letter
now.
to
Huh?
Yeah.
what?
All right. Anyways, I think
Alright,
earlier,
yeah.
Kareem, you said you wanted to talk about fears, so that's up to you. You know. What did you want to say?
That was me?
Yeah.
No,
That was
I was
you?
just like, I was just like a response because like Alex was saying, you know what's my biggest fear? And I said, spiders. You know, spiders are pretty scary.
Yeah. Fires are pretty.
Wait, what did I say was my biggest fear? It wasn't even like my
Yeah.
actual biggest fear. I just said something like something
What's
stupid. I was like, I don't know. I said something really dumb.
Prefix.
Prefix doc. No, I'm just kidding. No, I
Okay.
forgot what I said.
Look, I'm.
Something related to the
I think my
physics thing.
2 biggest fears: afraid
Uh-huh.
of the dark, afraid of heights.
For real?
Yeah.
For
No
real.
cap.
Stop capping.
Dude, the dark
I have a fear
be fucking scary.
of the
Okay.
unknown,
Okay, Elon Musk, get out of here, dude.
and then
Alright,
and,
Miss
fear of
Philosopher.
space.
Okay, look. I get it's.
Space is pretty scary.
I fear of what I don't know.
I
would
sleep.
never be an
everything.
I
astronaut.
sleep
fear
pretty late,
I'd never
right?
be an astronaut.
I sleep pretty late, right? So I go down
Yeah.
at like 3. I want to drink of water. Literally, like
Yeah.
You know, 3
scared out
o'clock
of
is
my
the devil's
mind.
hour.
Yeah, I actually had, like I hear the Devil's Trill playing in the background, bro. Like
Yeah.
coming and walking down, it's like, and then I just like look in the corner, I see like a coat, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get murdered. It's just a coat, man. But like I'm so scared. Dark, get me out of there. All right.
Hey, shout out to April. Shout out to April. She just texted me, and she was like, "You're booted off the debate team for saying libtard."
Oh my
I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch your words.
Yo, yeah, gotta do yeah, bro.
Could you
We're
Your
live.
words have consequences.
what is the origin of libtard?
You're canceled, bro.
I'm
Hey,
literally verbatim. I'm canceled.
Wow.
with a T, with a
Yeah.
T at the end.
I mean-
Cancel.
You're
Canceled.
such a cuck-servative, bro.
Whoa!
Cuck-servative.
Hey guys, let's not get my
Oh.
freaking podcast banned on episode 1, okay? Just
Dude.
turn it down a bit.
Yeah, you're gonna get banned because Twitch is definitely in the loop about
Dude,
this. They're like,
so there's
man,
that-
this
hey,
14
there's a-
teenager from a suburb.
There's a streamer.
From
There's a
an
streamer.
affluent area?
There's a streamer called TF Blade. He got banned for calling Turkish people dog. He said like, "Oh, they're so dog at this
Oh.
game." He got banned.
What?
He got banned.
Damn.
30
You know, I
days.
think
I guess.
Twitch is very fair, honestly, with their policies.
Yeah?
Like, there's
I haven't been-
instances where female streamers have like thrown their cat on stream, and you know that's fine to me. Like,
Wait.
they're
Oh
just
my-
disciplining their cat.
Okay,
Like,
what I
it's
want you to do
just
right
a
now,
little discipline.
I want you to record a video of your dog and literally just stab it.
Beat him.
Yeah, just literally just beat him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll go do it right now. Here,
Okay.
hold up.
Make him alive.
Yeah, hold up.
What are you doing? Make him
Get
alive.
that audio recording.
Opie.
Okay.
Bring Opie in here, dude.
Yeah, dude, he actually has some like wise words.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, he's probably
Yeah,
like
I was chilling.
he's probably thinking about stuff like all the time, like thinking about
He is,
things.
dude. He has nothing else to do in his life except he just sits on his bed and he thinks.
Oh, he's like you.
Thinking
He's
about
like David
things.
Hume. David Hume's bundle theory. All right, look. So
Yeah, like we're nothing but a collection of different perceptions that succeed each other in
I want to talk about
incalculable rapidity.
alcohol / drug use in underage people, right? Because another friend of mine, right? I don't know you guys heard the rumor going around. He got-
of mine.
Yeah, buddy of mine. So like, I went to a party. He got shit faced drunk. Then he
Damn.
went home, right?
Mhm.
And then his mom caught him, and then called the cops. Found the address
What?
of the house he was at from his phone, like through his text messages, and like raided the house or whatever. And he's like now disowned by his parents, and I have to like get him a spare phone, right? But like,
You have to give him a spare.
I'm
phone,
gonna try my best,
What?
like a burner.
like a burner. Okay, all right,
Metro PCS.
all right. But like,
Yes.
what do you like? Do you
What
guys,
about
do you
it?
guys think like is that an overreaction? You know?
That is it's your you know your child. That's a
I don't
little
know,
overreaction.
yeah.
But like, still, I don't know.
Okay,
it's a
like
repeated offense.
how bad is
If it's a,
how
if it's a repeated offense,
it's the
then
second
I'll
time?
be
It's
okay.
because it's the second time doing that. So he got
That's
caught.
a
with-
little
Okay,
crazy
yeah.
but
for a second time.
But like, how bad is it really? How bad are drugs and alcohol really? Like,
They are.
Okay, like,
Like,
how bad are they really? They only like destroy people.
well, okay, no. What I'm saying, it's not like I'm not.
Your brain is
no.
brain doesn't stop developing
Yeah.
until you're 25.
But what I'm
so you're just, like,
saying
impeding.
is like 50% of high school seniors or whatever do drugs and alcohol, right?
Where's that statistic? Where'd you get that
Mr.
stat?
Bond.
What was that?
Mr. Bond.
No.
That was a fake
No,
stat.
no. He said it was 70%. He's like, oh, it's really closer to 50.
Fake news.
Okay, so 50%.
That's-
Honestly,
So like,
I feel like our
Just
gener-
because everyone does it doesn't mean.
I know,
that's-
I know,
I
I know.
feel
But
like-
I'm asking like, how bad should the punishments really be?
most definitely it's our generation. Our generation's so lost. I
In the
swear
sauce?
everyone's from like a fucking broken family.
I'm from a
and, like,
broken
no one-
family.
Everyone, like,
Yeah, like,
okay,
Mis-
I think at this point, like it's become so normalized to feel depressed.
Yeah,
It's like you just take it as normal, and you just find a way
it
to. Like,
sucks.
But I don't think alcohol should be the remedy,
Yeah,
nor drugs.
not okay. Let's give it a throwback to the 80s where like
I mean, that's
onto the
definitely
family.
a remedy, but not the remedy.
it's not an effective remedy. It just makes the problem go away for a little. And
All
then,
right. So what's the solution?
Yeah, well, people will never like if you talk.
love your
about a problem.
children.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Love
Sam
these
says
children,
past generations smoked at school, but like that was before they knew it was bad. You know, like 70s
Yeah.
or whatever.
But we know the like alcohol is bad.
Yeah, now we know it's like really bad. And like
Yeah.
it's different now, you know, society has their like restrictions or whatever. But like
It's different now. Every generation has its problems.
okay,
But
like a lot of I know like a lot of professors in college or whatever, I read like an article like they want to lower the drinking age to 18 because everyone's just going to drink anyway in college, so it doesn't even matter. Right? That's like
Well, it's like saying like, okay, why is there a vaping and juuling epidemic in
ooh,
the
it's
youth?
because
Like,
people are dying. That is different. You're literally dying.
No.
From what?
Like, why is it even occurring in the first place? It's not the fact that people are
I don't
dying.
know. I think
I'm
it's
not
like
questioning-
it's looking cool
I'm
or
questioning,
something.
like, I'm questioning.
Yeah,
okay,
is
no,
peop-
but like, yeah, like, but if people know that there's no intrinsic value to smoke, literally vapor that
Yo.
kills you.
well, there's no value to anything.
yeah.
Why are we even
Actually,
alive, dude?
yo,
Okay, not
I
that
know.
conversation, but
yo, I don't know about Chill Bonsai, but he brought up a good point. Porn is like a big, huge problem. Like no cap.
well, I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not
there-
cap-
it's,
Wait.
I'm not even
I'm not
joking.
cap-
It's like a severe
Why-
addiction
Nah,
that
it's a
No, no,
trip.
sucks
no,
this
no,
whole
no,
life.
no. Hold on. Look, as
It
a
literally sucks.
Dopamine, like you basically have no dopamine.
Yeah.
So no head. No head.
I'm not capping, bro.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Kareem's actually right.
no,
I'm
but
not
look,
capping. I'm serious. That's a
Well,
big
why is that a
problem.
problem? Come on, man. Like, you know, we
It
all.
is.
Because people are happy. It ruins
Okay, 'cause-
relationships.
yeah.
Like romantic
You're
relationships.
zero
You don't have
self-control.
You have no. Yeah, exactly. No self control. You have
You're
like,
like,
no
man,
feelings.
I'm sad. I must make myself happy right now
Yeah.
with
What?
some like easy way out.
That's why you
Yeah.
have no
With
Fap
like
November.
visual
just-
stimulation.
Look,
It's like you have no Pep November, so you can go take a break for a month, and then
Yeah.
It
So
should
like,
it should be never.
It should be
Like,
year.
no fap
As soon-
eternity.
as soon as I stop masturbating for 6 months, I'm gonna start levitating off the floor.
Yeah, you can understand Playboy Cardi's lyrics if you stop.
Oh.
you become
Oh.
a fucking wizard.
And Fetty Wap included, and Young Thug.
Yeah.
Like,
Combined.
You can
imagine how
automatically
smart
speak
you could
every
be.
language.
Yeah, you start levitating too. Like you basically sell your car because teleporting is much faster, and a car is just a extra expense. But all jokes aside,
Is teleportation
Yeah,
like
there are
physically
benefits.
possible, or is that like all
What
sci-fi?
the fuck?
No, no, no,
Did
no,
you
no,
just
no,
ask
no.
that question?
No, no. I mean like,
Did
ever. Like, will it ever? Like, will it ever be physically Like, is there any physical way for it to be possible?
well, let's
don't know, like,
go
what-
back
Just
to our
by
good
mental?
friend Einstein. Just kidding.
Okay, because I saw like,
Like
no,
just by mental.
like because wormholes, right, which are real, are like you fold the space-time fabric, whatever, and you put a little pipe in the middle, so like it's a shortcut, right? So you fold it in half, and you come out like one side, and you go out through the other, right? So like,
Okay.
what if that's like, what if you could implement that in a machine? Like, is that real? You think like that can be done artificially?
All right, so we're not really well versed
I
in
know.
the
I just have
field of
time travel.
physics.
Yeah.
Hey, any
Let's not venture into any. Let's not venture into any fields we don't really know about.
okay,
Yeah.
no. Jay,
'Cause I don't wanna
wait. Jay said
Look
this in
like a
chat.
more
What
of
is
a dumbass.
the fourth dimension? Can anyone explain to me what the fuck?
Baron.
It's like two different. Imagine a 3D object connected to each other. It's really weird.
Okay,
I don't know
I
how to
need to
explain
explain
it.
this better to me.
What's the bottle called?
Um,
What's the bottle called that he talked about?
A Klein bottle.
Klein bottle.
Yeah,
That's
Klein
like,
bottle.
I'm gonna search it up.
Klein bottle.
Okay, well, actually, like, Chobonsa brings up a pretty good point. On, like, he says that, like, he or she, they
I
say
somehow.
that, that they porn like gives us unrealistic expectation standards.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you guys think about that? Like, do you guys think that's
I totally
Okay,
agree.
yeah, well, like
No, yeah.
look, when I look,
because it's
up-
never actually gonna be like that.
Okay, look.
like just
Exactly.
get that through your mind.
When I
Don't take notes from it. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be like the real thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
but-
definitely.
well, okay, but like when do you feel like your taste in women are affected from it? Like,
No.
I can definitely have it.
Okay, no. I think the porn I watch is based off my taste in women.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
alright.
not my taste in women is based off the porn I watch.
Yo, I've heard about like some freaky
Wait,
stuff. Like people
I'm
just go
pretty
into
sure
some,
that's what you
like,
do.
hole and just look up some weird stuff. Swear.
I don't think people go into
Yo,
roulette.
Roulette.
I don't think people just be like, what category today?
Oh
They have like a spin. They like have a spinning wheel, and they're just like, all right,
Dude,
I guess we're doing BBW transsexuals today.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
That's the mood for today.
you have a
Alright,
freaky,
alright.
dude, like you go like, you ever go to like Dave and Buster's and then you have like the big wheel with like the grand prize of like 1,000 tickets. So it's all like shitty porn, and then you have like high quality video. So, please, bro.
Let's.
I've read like many stories where like people, the more porn they watch, they like look and try to experiment in more and look for more stimulation, because like after, if you watch like one category, you're like you don't get stimulated
Yeah,
enough
it's
with
de-
that,
it's
and
a
then you move on.
desensitization.
I've seen people like straight people go watch like gay porn. Like I've read stories about that. Even though they're straight, they start watching gay
You
porn.
said you watch people?
No, I'm saying
stories.
I've read stories about. Yeah, I just watch people, just like hanging out. Just
I knew it.
It's like, yeah,
Oh,
I got spare time. What should I
Yes.
do? Oh yeah, right. The only logical conclusion I can come to is watch gay porn.
Wait, are you still on like your hiatus from the act of self-pleasuring?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I heard it's been like how long?
At least, okay, not a long time. I exaggerate. I kind of lost track.
So you don't know.
It's like it's weird. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's after like a certain time.
you forget. You forget.
You
Yeah.
just don't need it, and you just
Yeah, you
become
forget it.
so much. I don't know.
when
It
you
doesn't
stop-
even cross your mind. Like it crosses your mind, and you're like, okay, but there's a trillion other things I can do.
When you
that
when you like
actually
stop
valuable.
thinking about the days of not like doing it, like you just forget about it, and like you don't worry about it so much.
you on hiatus too, Kareem?
Yeah, for like a while.
You know, yeah. To become Jesus 2.0,
Okay.
second coming, I already told Eric,
Here's what-
but I think you have to do cold showers,
Okay.
intermittent fasting, no fap, and then I forgot the last one, but yeah, basically that's the formula.
All right, I will
All right,
do
chat
so.
chat doesn't like
Yeah,
the topic.
So we have to no more talk about this.
Yeah, this is a pretty intriguing topic. It's helpful, bro.
Yeah, you
How to
can
get your
I
life.
don't know. I'd just say like, I recommend at least trying it out. Don't like just
Yeah.
don't.
Oh,
It's like the simple act of don't. You know?
Just like you need to try out kimchi, elk meat, and Himalayan salt.
And DMT.
Alright, alright.
Balanced breakfast.
Okay.
DMT.
So
bro.
if I showed up
Holy
with I came to school tomorrow, like we're at Starbucks or something after school tomorrow, and I had 4 DMT pills is what I assume they're in, right? So, would you guys
Yeah.
each take one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it.
Nah, don't even think about it. Just
So
do
look,
it. Just do it.
so look,
Okay, yeah, that's actually true.
so look, there are 4 of us in total. All right, I know Raya and Kareem. You're like more of the not like you would not cross the realm of doing the bad
Wait, sorry,
things.
what? Sorry, what?
Okay, so like you and Kareem don't do like the drugs, don't do the alcohol, like for sure, right? Like on a typical
Yeah,
basis. So if I came to school tomorrow or after school, 4 pills of DMT, would you take it?
I have to like. It has to be on a weekend, bro. It has to be on
Will you
a
take it?
weekend.
Has to be on a week, and it has to be
because,
with
like-
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yo, we have to call up Joe Rogan. Yo, if Joe Rogan peer pressured me to do that, bro, like he has like some good points. Like I might do it.
Okay.
He has a tattoo,
So,
you know, like
explain to
the
me.
tattoo of DMT molecule. Like it can't be that bad. Like
Ex-
slowly tattoo.
explain to
Yeah,
me.
bro. Actually, not on Sabbath, bro. I have to keep the Sabbath.
wait.
Yeah, no.
Yo, why not let's just date Joe Rogan's daughter and smoke some DMT.
Oh.
Like,
So
Okay.
scared to date
Wait,
Joe Rogan.
so
Dude, Joe Rogan, if
I
he
wouldn't.
actually, he would be chill,
If I
dude.
found out your father was Joe Rogan, I would just be like, all right, bye bye.
okay, wait. But
Never mind.
as like people who do not like partake in substance abuse, what is the allure of DMT?
I don't think you should be the one talking.
I am asking a question. I'm saying what
You're
is the
asking the
allure?
other
I'm asking Alex and Kareem. What is the
Uh,
allure of DMT?
The what?
Allure.
The
of
allure?
Yeah, of DMT. I don't know anything
Trip
about that.
balls.
You trip balls.
You don't.
Okay,
I don't know
so
why.
it
I
was
don't
just
know
like
how.
you go to a different dimension.
Like,
So
it
if I-
sounds
what if-
like fantasy.
But what if
because
what
when
if
they
I gave
describe
you
it, they say
acid? What's the
it's not
difference
like you're on this.
between DMT and acid?
DMT is much more
It's
potent.
stronger.
than
It's
acid.
much stronger. It's much,
much
stronger.
more potent.
Okay,
Much
And it
stronger.
literally takes you out of like wherever you are for for a long time, for a fair amount of time.
That
It's not a short trip.
methyltryptamine.
Yeah,
How many?
dimethyltryptamine.
How long? How long is it? How long is a trip like usually?
Oh, I don't know. Has to be at least an hour. I remember Joe Rogan talking about like when he was doing it, it has to be in a controlled environment, like
Yeah,
a
you
living
can't-
room
you can't
with your
just, like,
friends.
Yeah, you can't just be like doing it in public and like hang out.
Did you guys ever
Yeah.
watch Limitless? Like, do you guys know what that TV show is or no?
I feel like like you can't just go from like 0 to like DMT.
To
You have to
DMT.
like build up. You have to build up. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
You-
that level
to
of
get used to
psychedelic
it.
people do. I don't know, shrooms, and then you're like, let's do a little upgrade. DMT.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think people go from 0 to DMT, but if you do,
Mhm.
that's pretty
You'd go
interesting.
crazy. Like I would go crazy for sure.
What if you fucking lose your mind? Like,
I
you
would.
go
I would.
insane.
I would get scared. Like, dude, like make it stop.
Apparently, it's not scary. Apparently, it's I
Oh,
don't know.
really?
I can't
Dude,
tell.
you can probably see in 4D.
Climb
Yeah,
bottom.
probably. You see like two cubes strung together by a certain like one dimension. I don't know. That's like, have you seen that video? It's like high school student explains the fourth dimension. He's basically saying like the most simple way to describe it, but it's pretty much wrong. I mean, it's not 100% accurate. It's not wrong, but it's not 100% accurate. It's like imagine two cubes and they're strung together by one line. Like each side is connected.
Wait, what? How does that even? What is that even?
So two cubes, two identical cubes. Like
Yeah.
let's say the front left corner is stuck together to the front left corner of another cube. It's like really weird. You can't imagine it. It's metaphysical.
What the hell? What is the,
Okay,
What is the?
are
fourth
there
dimension?
an infinite number of dimensions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
yeah, vector calculus, bro.
Wow.
Oh,
Dude,
what the
what
heck?
the
Oh.
freak?
What
Can you
What?
ever enter the
I-
4D? Is that possible? Like ever?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's
It's not.
You know those
fathomable to
movies
you.
where it's like 4D and like it's like a scratch sniff smell thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you're watching a movie. Have you seen that? I forgot what movie.
Shrek. I did
what
one for
movie did.
Shrek, and a fucking like, dude, my neck got like I got 5-starred by
Oh,
like
yeah.
the wind.
Oh yeah.
Wait, isn't it? Isn't there like a 7D like at Irvine Spectrum where
I
like
don't know, where you literally
games?
like,
Like, I don't even know those.
dude,
You
like,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you watch
You know what
Wolf
I'm
of
talking
Wall
about?
Street, they give you like cocaine and then you have to snort it because it's 70. So
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Oh.
When you think
Oh.
you stay
Were you
on.
talking about those two cubes like in 4D? Because like I just searched up 4-dimension images and then I just got like these cubes.
Yeah, that's like a rough sketch.
Mm.
It's very weird.
Wait, Jay said a drawing cannot enter the. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, I get it now.
A
Jay.
drawing.
I get it now. That makes sense.
Oh.
Wait, what is the fourth plane though? Right? Because you got the 3D, you got the length, width, and the height or whatever. You got like the three things.
Ninth
right?
width height.
Well, imagine you can
XYZ.
pinch it towards
Okay,
you.
so how?
Yeah.
What is the fourth dimensional?
Bruh. I ain't got the
Imagine you
answer,
can
swear.
pinch it towards you.
Yeah,
Holy shit, that's
that's
crazy.
what Beyonce said.
Yeah.
But like,
Hmm.
oh my god.
Okay, why are we?
You
I
can't
don't-
think about it. You can't think about it,
You
bro.
can't. It's metaphysical.
very-
There's a
yeah.
reason why we don't
It
just
doesn't
like
exist.
commonly teach
Okay.
people like a.
He's like,
an
alright,
elementary
so
school,
we're
like,
about to
alright,
go into
so
fourth
we
dimension.
learned the third. Yeah. So yeah, third dimension. Cool. Now let's go to fourth dimension.
Just enter the fourth, like real quick.
Ooh, Korea.
In and out, in and out.
You know, okay, dude, I'm waiting for like Ready Player One. You know the Oasis machine, Darren. I'm waiting for that. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm making it right now.
like.
Ah.
My latest
I'm
development.
No,
programming
no,
it
no,
right
no.
now.
Elon,
Yeah, yeah.
Elon Musk.
From web
Elon
app-
Musk said he's
web
like
app
trying to
development
actually
to,
do it. Elon Musk said
Oasis.
he's trying to make something that's like actually like that.
Okay, well, Elon Musk is really Tony Stark.
Okay, think about the implication that I realized. Like, if that actually came to be true, and like people were just stuck in this fancy world, like
Yeah,
there would be no
Obviously.
human whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, it would just all be virtual.
human interaction would be on these things.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
Think about how sad. Think
Wait.
about how sad
No. Because if everyone does it, then it's not even sad anymore. Like,
No, but what about the people who like don't do it?
okay,
Don't have
look,
the
if
money
you
to
were
hire
raised in a world where everything was virtual, where every interaction was
Well, I
virtual,
mean,
right?
no, if you
then
just
the
learn
only
all
sad
those
thing,
skills in the virtual
no.
world, you could technically just translate
no,
it into the
no,
real
no.
world.
It becomes the virtual world becomes the real world. So now
How do we
the
eat?
Yeah,
sad
Then
thing.
what is the point? Then what,
No, no,
then
no,
what
no.
is the
The sad
even
thing is the point is that it's easier in the virtual world, right? So the sad
Yeah.
no, but
interaction,
then what is the point of even living in like the real
you don't.
world?
You live in the
Like,
virtual. You spend all your time in the virtual world.
Yeah.
then like just download your mind in freaking virtual
That's
world.
what you're doing. Yeah,
That's
that's what you're doing, man.
Damn.
I think that's sick. I think we should have that. I think I'd be down for it. I don't think it's sad at all.
I don't care. It's weird.
Then you lose a sense of what it means to be.
No, no.
No. Crap. Yo, no. Please tell me they edited. Oh, thank God. I was about to.
What happened? Yeah, like
Sorry. Completely unrelated. I just looked at my physics presentation and the title we had before it said Emotion Lab and then in parentheses it said Who is Joe? And it was there the whole time. And then someone said they already turned it in and then like it wasn't refreshing.
Oh
It's
damn.
and out of refresh. So I was about to like imagine just going up there and Mr. Sit like, Who is Joe?
No, mom.
You didn't have
wow.
Kareem.
Kareem is gone.
Kareem.
I'm kicking Kareem.
Kick Kareem.
Goodbye.
It's York. It's cool.
It's young.
It's a
It's
little
just
young.
young. Dude, Mr. Simpson.
It's just York, bro.
It's also to Pizza Luigi.
Well, that's vaguely racist.
What do you think about what do you think about
Yo,
jokes like that in the school place
no.
though? Like is that good? You know, should be permitted?
What the heck?
Wait, what?
I'm gonna.
Like slightly racist
Uh,
jokes? Like you know how like he jokes about the ethnicity a lot and he jokes about like
He talked
Bro,
about-
he freaking joked about
Women-
how women should be.
yeah,
the
how
kitchen.
women-
That's,
okay.
That's hilarious.
I think
That's
it's fine.
hilarious.
All right, like
That's
my
fine.
personal
Yeah, it's
opinion,
fine.
it's
It's
fine.
jokes.
All right.
It's a joke.
But should it be allowed is a different story.
Y'all know it's a joke. We're chilling.
No, but like
End of
okay, there are
conversation.
people who like get
Get
like,
offended,
yeah,
don't
dude,
get
okay,
offended.
Like Caitlyn and Karina. Oh boy.
Hey, you shouldn't be dropping out names here.
K and K. Oh boy.
You shouldn't be
Okay, Kareem.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
That's me. Okay, but
Oh,
like,
fuck, Put cramp
Yo, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, you know.
shut up. Dude, you'll never find a girl like me. I'll never find a girl that's like.
Not like other girls.
Literally the guy in the picture.
What do you guys think about the upcoming homecoming?
Oh my god.
Let's not talk about
Not talking about
brother,
No, that's bad.
brother Eric.
I'm not even
Brother.
going, dude.
For real.
Yeah, for real, dude.
I don't think anyone's going.
For real, for real?
Yeah.
Karan.
Look, they get.
Are you going?
I went one time.
Are you planning on going?
I mean, I was thinking of going if you guys weren't going.
No one's going, man.
Alright, chat. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, chat.
Everyone in the
We're all
chat,
going.
we're all going.
We're asking the chat. We're asking
Yeah,
the chat.
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 Go to homecoming.
Are you guys going to homecoming?
with me?
Everybody type in the chat.
Yeah, everyone, go to homecoming.
You have to in the chat that.
Can we get an F in the chat real quick?
Sam says no, fuck that. Jay says I
Okay,
think so.
Sam.
Luke says
Thank
only
you.
if you go with me. Noah
Who's
says
Bumbo?
no. That's
Who's
Luke.
Bumba Clap?
Bombo is Luke. Alex says
Bumbo
Sam
Clap.
says Alex is
Who's
stupid.
Bumbo Clap?
Jay says I need to support my boy Ashwin. Mhm.
So general consensus is
No
Okay.
no
to okay.
support. JKM go. Oh,
Oh.
Omega Law.
Again? Are you really, Luke? Dude, oh my god, Luke. Today, I assigned Amy in the hallway, and then she went with she was like talking to my freaking family friend, and it was so awkward. Like, cause like I didn't know she knew my family friend, and so like me and my family friend did like the Spider-Man meme where we just pointed at each other and we're like, oh, now I'm screwed. She gonna
Dude, who doesn't know your family friend, Eric? Like, come on, man.
wow. Let me tell you. Why don't we just
dude.
What?
Oh man, this chat is just getting
I know, it's a little toxic.
more and more.
8 viewers and
like,
8 viewers and we already have a toxic chat.
All right.
Amy
Okay.
with glasses. Amy with glasses.
Does she even have
Oh.
glasses? Wait, Noah, do you
Uh,
even know an Amy in my grade? Noah is graduated, going to UCLA econ major. So if anyone,
What a go! What a pass.
So,
he literally
That's-
rules the economy. So
Guns and butter.
yeah, like
Guns.
So,
really
let's
good.
talk
Noah
about that.
rules over the economy. Okay, let's talk
Yeah,
about the economy.
so-
Speaking of the economy.
what?
No,
I think we already
we're
went
not
over
really
that.
well that topic.
S in the
All
discussion.
right. Well, let's just start out. Like now, since we're on the topic about homecoming, what do you guys think about like? I mean, obviously, like it's very rare that like your partner will ever like you'll ever consider like even living with your partner. But like, what do you guys think about like having like your significant other be your wife from high school?
Oh, I think it's sick. Look,
It's possible.
yeah, you got Mr. Chow, you got
I mean, it depends.
Yang Kun Choi's parents. You know,
My parents.
Oh, for real?
yeah,
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, my parents.
yeah. I mean,
But like, do you guys think it's like
Okay.
it's like a realistic?
I think it's
thing that-
improbable but possible.
It's not. Yeah, it's possible,
But
but, I don't
improbable.
think it's like
I-
standard at
Yeah.
all.
Right.
It's not standard.
But
But like,
Okay. Look.
is it like encouraged by society? Like, do you, like I feel like people.
Well, yeah, because
No, no, no,
like,
no, no. I
society
think it's-
encourages. No, okay, indirectly it
Yeah,
does. 'Cause
maybe.
society encourages the idea of like finding the one.
But
and
I feel
finding
like
that
a lot of the
person.
consensus
some
is like
BS.
when you ask people
For
like
real.
why don't you date in high school? It's like, well, high school dating is so stupid. We'll never work out anyways. And it's like, oh, you never heard of like the literal parents that raised you?
experience.
It's like,
And parents, yeah, there are cases that it does work.
no, I know, but like, there's an overwhelming consensus that like, oh,
Yeah.
high school relationships are so stupid and they'll never last. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think you could have a serious high school relationship.
obviously, there's exceptions.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a lot of exceptions.
Apparently, it's like when you date someone, you know if you want to marry them in like 3 months or something.
No way.
Yeah, like within 3
Is that a
months of dating someone, like
That is- Yeah, my,
Yeah, I forgot, dude. I don't
My
know. There's
mom
so
and
many
dad-
takes on love. Not even just high school, like in life. There's like this one theory. I think it was. I forgot who it was. It was like some German guy, some little wise guy, I
Wise
I'm not
guy.
gonna bother pronouncing his name because it's long in German. But he's a philosopher, and he was like, "No one actually loves. You just procreate based on needs. Like, and subconsciously, you find people." That let's say you're a really short person, you tend to flock towards someone that's tall, and you try to create a
Yep.
child that's basically going to counteract your.
So it's like
Yeah,
a
the middle
biological
aspects.
standpoint.
No, I think honestly, I think
And that in like the long run, overruns your decisions. Even if
think-
like whatever you think, that like overrules your decision.
I
Ugh.
think I'm gonna take David Hume's approach to like love and say that like
That we are a collection of
legitimately like your
Schopenhauer's. I got a little something to say about that.
your significant other is basically your other half. Not like metaphorically that they have like qualities that you aspire to want in your life, and like they push you to be a better person, you push them to be a better person.
I think that's my stance too. I think I'm with
And the
that.
fact that
I think that's a really romanticized aspect.
That's
Yeah.
true. It may not be the
Yeah.
reality of it though. I think
what is-
I mean, the biological aspect that Alex brought up with the German guy is like, could be a definite possibility, as well as
yeah.
I think David Hume is taking the romanticism side of things, which
Like the
I couldn't tell you if
feeling
that is
side.
or isn't true. I would like to believe it's true, as that's like what I would it's also how I view like relationships.
Then, like-
but I couldn't tell you if it
But
is
yeah,
or not.
everyone wants the romanticized
How-
one to be true.
Yeah, obviously, because it makes you think.
Yeah, like I
No.
can tell you that's
Hopefully-
true.
Optimistic take.
No one wants like facts like thrown down your throat. It's like sex.
It's
Like
like, you
love is
actually
only
never
the only
love and
purpose.
you're
is
only
to
doing it for-
procreate. It's the only purpose.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
To
for sure.
create more people, bro.
Really
Create more assholes like you,
Uh,
like yourself, basically.
Is that what your mom tells you every single night when you go to
Yeah.
bed?
Yo, making a baby is like the most selfish
Okay,
thing to do. It's
how
like,
do-
I like only the parts that I like, you know?
What do you guys thought about like you genetically
They're like
modify
me.
babies or whatever? Like
GMO babies.
yeah, test tube babies.
eugenics, literally eugenics.
Yeah, eugenics, bro.
Okay, I think
Everyone
that shit is
belongs to
good,
everyone else.
dude. I think that is like, I think
You think
It's not-
Wait,
it's not
did you say
moral.
wait, what did you say?
I am
Eric?
for eugenics.
It's not moral.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's roll that back real quick. Let's roll that back. Say that again.
I think you.
Blah
Ge-
blah blah blah.
gene-
blah, blah, blah,
I
blah.
think genetically altering like test tube babies or whatever is fine.
So
Morals.
let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. So in a society that is basically full of perfect people, those with imperfections are basically cast
Yeah,
away.
bro. If you have
No,
Sorry, my bad.
You would never even have an imperfect guy because you would just make them perfect from test tube.
No. Like literally, there will always be
No. That's
Probability-
eugenic.
yo,
No. Eugenic.
probability
No.
of
Look,
if everyone's the same, you're gonna like the one disease is gonna wipe the whole population.
just don't
if
get
everyone's
diseases,
the same.
dude.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
not like they evolve or anything.
Look, no. But wait, eugenics. I mean, like, look, like, so you basically get character select for your child. Okay.
Okay. So let's just throw out an example, right? Let's just say Eric, you're in
Character
eugenics-
select,
let's-
birth
let's
love.
just say let's just say Eric is in a eugenics world, right? And everyone is perfect except Eric. And Eric, being the fat ass that he is, like,
Nice.
I
And you're
I'm
excommunicated.
gonna be honest, no one's gonna want you.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna,
Dude, I should probably just get capital punishment.
like honestly, they're gonna freaking like kill you. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, you, who the fuck are you? Like, let's just
No.
kill this.
That's the
like,
thing though. About eugenics, I wouldn't even be fat because in character select, my parents would be like, oh, 4% body fat or like athletic gene or high metabolism.
Oh, okay. So like you're just gonna like let's just say like you make a baby, test tube a baby,
Yeah.
and there's like 0% chance that nothing goes wrong.
No.
Zero.
It's not even. It's not even that nothing goes wrong. It's you put in the child, like you choose the genes that you want, right? Like it's
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, and in that process, in the process of making your child, 0% chance.
China did it,
that
bro.
nothing-
China did it.
China.
Okay.
China,
Who cares about China?
China. Who gives a
Oh,
shit, bro?
that's all.
Dude, you think China
China
like
number one.
matters like in the world? Please tell me.
Yeah. Name one time.
What about a trade war? Luke says, "Can we debate the video topics in the link I sent, which says who is getting the best head?"
Who's getting the best head?
You have to actually open this.
All right. Hey, let's.
No way did I just open that and see that with my own eyes. Are you really kidding? This is real.
Theodore.
No.
It's Theodore.
No, dude, Alvin is like popping off, dude.
Yeah, his soul is escaping, but like, Theodore, like, oh
Dude,
man.
Alvin went into the fucking shadow realm.
It's Theodore, bro. Literally, it's Theodore.
What is that? What am I looking at? Dude, what am I looking at? Bro. Dude.
I would show it on stream, but I will probably get
He's, like,
banned.
about to cry. It's that good. He's going to cry.
Stop it, bro.
Stop it, dude. No way. This is ridiculous.
That chick is giving him the 420 whisper.
Giving that match slap.
Dude, I would pull it up on stream, but I don't want to get banned.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh god. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so
Let's have a serious conversation about this. Like, let's break it down.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Well, looking at the image portrayed.
Since we're viewing,
Alright.
since we're viewing,
No,
we're
no.
just assuming
Dude,
that all
you have to
three of them are
soapstone.
on equal.
You have to soapstone the image.
So we have to-
Okay.
So what's the purpose? Who's the audience?
No. The independent variable in this case have to be the women, the skanks in this place. All right. So
Corner workers. Corner
if you
workers.
realize the corner workers that are giving head, right? We have the red girl. She's a little petite.
Okay.
Curvaceous.
Alright.
A little quirky.
Alright,
Right? Maybe
alright.
She's like the disco girl, right? And then you have the green girl. Very thick, like most definitely like the cheerleader.
Alright, stop.
And probably looks like the football team.
All right, I think we've had enough of that topic.
All right, I think we had it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we got.
I think-
we're done with the breakdown.
I think that's gonna be our closing point for the night. You know, gonna end on that note.
Imagine taking the time to
yeah.
make this.
We don't really have a schedule, so I don't know when we'll be streaming next. But the next time we stream, I think we'll feature a guest. So I know there's a lot of people that asked to be on the show or the podcast, and so
The show.
the podcast, and so
The show.
we'll feature a guest
Yeah.
next time,
Established.
which will probably be like Friday or
Based.
something, or something. I don't
Friday
know.
sound good.
Yeah, all right. So on Friday,
Fridays are Saturday.
Tomorrow.
all right. So next time on Friday, we'll have
Not
we'll have a guest. Yeah, we'll have a guest on Friday, which is
We
when
need
I
to,
see the
we need
next
to bring
movie.
topics again.
Yeah,
We need to
we'll
bring more
we'll
topics.
plan better so we don't talk about masturbating
Hey,
for
story
an hour.
time.
Yeah, we'll have story time, whatever. And
No, right now.
I guess
let's
I'd
go.
like to. Oh, I'd like to thank everyone for viewing the first ever episode of Late Night Hour, and is it
Whoa.
the late night hour for
See
you
y'all
yet?
later.